NartOutHere here bringing you a complete CS2 Nuke Nades and Utility guide that took me weeks to put this together, as you can see by the length of the video. Please support the hard work I put in making this video by liking, commenting, and subscribing, as you don't want to miss out on other CS2 maps and utility guides. Without further ado, let's get right into it. In order to cross T-Red safely, you're going to want to throw a smoke off this fence. This is a pretty forgiving smoke, so just run forward and left click throw as you're getting close to the blue. This smoke bounces off the fence and lands right here, giving you full cover to cross the T-Red. The CTs playing garage or outside cannot spot the T-Red cross. One flash that you could pair up with this cross smoke to T-Red is throwing a flash off the T-Red. This flash is super good and effective as it pairs up really well with the smoke and allows you to safely cross the T-Red. You could pair the T-Red cross smoke with two additional smokes that land like this, and they're going to allow you to safely cross into secret. So let's see how these other two smokes are thrown. For the smoke that is going to land next to T-Red, go ahead and stand behind the truck, put your crosshair at the bottom left of this window, and then jump throw. For the farther smoke, go ahead and get to the left of red. While standing, aim at this wire here, then jump throw. Look at where the smoke takes its first bounce, and this is problematic in higher levels because CTs, if they know this, they could throw a Molotov there to mess up the smoke from landing correctly. Here's a quick word from my sponsor. Another way to throw the farther smoke is go ahead and stand at the middle of this pole, aim at this part of the silo here, then jump throw. And there you have it, the most standard cross smokes. If you want a Molotov off glaive, when you reach this shadow here, go ahead and aim at the corner of the building, go to the middle wire, then left click throw. What's nice about this Molotov is that it's going to cover glaive as well as anyone holding from behind T-Red. For the glaive secret smoke wall, you're first going to want to use that glaive Molotov. The purpose of this Molotov is that you're going to throw a smoke that lands on top of the Molotov. In order to do that, you're going to want to position in the middle of this pole. You're going to aim at this part of the silo here, then jump throw. What is the purpose of throwing this Molotov smoke combo where you can just throw the normal smoke, you may ask? The issue with the normal smoke wall is sometimes CTs will actually Molotov that off, so that is going to prevent your smoke from landing correctly, so instead you would go ahead and throw the Molotov for yourself. Now this is for the second smoke, the farther smoke, which I showed earlier. Align with the end of that red, aim at the corner of that wire there, then jump throw. Valve changed these smokes and fixed them to where they go higher now and don't expand like how they do in CSGO, but they do go higher, and you're going to see that you're not going to be able to spot anyone crossing. I'm going to show you how to throw Mouse's two smoke diagonal wall. When Mouse threw these smokes in CSGO, it would leave a gap in the middle. However, we see here there is no gap, there is no one way for the CTs, there's just a little bit of a gap on top. Otherwise, you do get full cover if you cross the secret close to the smokes. For the left smoke, go ahead and stand inside this wall, make sure you get stuck, put your crosshair on the first window, then jump throw. For the right smoke or the farther smoke, go ahead and stand behind the truck, put your crosshair at the first window just like the first smoke I showed, and then jump throw. Solo smoke wall, go ahead and get stuck here, have your teammates drop you two smokes. You're going to aim there for the first smoke, jump throw. The same lineup, except you're going to walk forward and jump throw, then back up into the corner where you get stuck. You're going to aim at the third window, then W and jump throw. And now you have yourself a nice smoke wall outside, thrown by yourself, no longer having to rely on your teammates except for them to drop you smokes. Here's how you throw the curved smokes. You could throw two smokes from this one position, so have your teammate drop you a smoke. For the left side smoke, aim here at this window, then jump throw. For the right side smoke, aim at the far right window, then walk forward and jump throw. As for the middle smoke, when you're alongside this fence, you see this antenna, go ahead, run forward and left click throw. That's gonna bounce off T-Red. Now you have an early 3 smoke wall at the start of the round. Some teams will call this diagonal smokes, some teams will call this the curve smokes or C smokes, which the C stands for curve. As you can see, the volumetric effects of the height of the smokes got changed, so no more being able to be spotted from heaven. Solo smoke wall from this position, there is no more railing for you to get stuck on, so get in the middle of that yellow, stand here, aim in the middle of that light post, jump throw for the first smoke, then go ahead and tap W and jump throw with the second smoke, and then for the third smoke, aim to the left of that wire and go ahead and tap W and jump throw. These smokes will leave no gaps inside of them, and it's going to allow you to safely cross into secret. Despite the devs moving that railing for the positioning, you can still throw these smokes. Just go ahead and line up with that middle of that yellow mark on the paint on the ground. G2 Nuke 3 smoke wall outside. They throw these 3 smokes at the start of the round. I am going to show you how to throw these 3 smokes. You will need 3 players and 3 smokes to do so. The first smoke is the super easy one. Get in the middle of the yellow line, then you put your crosshair here in the middle of the light and jump throw. This is while you are standing. This is the left side smoke near main. I'm going to show you the smoke that lands towards the right. So you get behind the truck, aim here at the corner, then jump throw. This is while you're standing. And like I said, this smoke will land towards the right near the garage side here. The smoke that connects the first and second smoke that lands towards the middle, get along the fence. When you see this satellite tower, just go ahead and run forward and left click throw. The smoke will take a bounce off T-red and connect the 2 smokes. Next up, I'm going to show you how to throw this 3 smoke wall from Heroic, and they will throw this at the start of the round. There are no gaps inside these 3 smokes, and they perfectly bloom to allow you to safely cross into secret. Alright, let's take a look at the 3 POVs to see how you throw this smoke wall. For the first smoke that lands to the left, go ahead and get stuck behind this wall, put your crosshair on this window, then jump throw. This smoke will take a bounce off top marshmallow and then it's going to land. The second smoke that lands in the middle, run alongside the fence. When you see these antennas, go ahead and aim in the middle of it, run forward and left click throw. It's going to take a bounce off T-red and it lands right in the middle. For the third smoke, get behind the truck, put your crosshair here on the top right half, then go ahead and jump throw. And now you know how to throw Heroic's diagonal smokes. I'm going to show you how to throw G2's L smokes mid-round from CSGO inside CS2. Nico is going to throw the smoke that lands towards main. Go ahead and stand in the middle of that gap of the fence. Aim here at this part of the blue, then jump throw. Nico will usually follow it up with a secret Molotov. Mozzie is going to smoke the garage. He is going to crouch at that corner, then stand up, puts his crosshair like this, then left click throw. Inside CSGO with this garage smoke or any type of garage smoke, CTs can boost behind it, which we see is possible inside CS2 as well, which is there's a small little gap on the top left. Hooksy throws the smoke that lands towards credit card. Get yourself stuck in this corner next to the pole, put your crosshair as shown, then jump throw. This smoke will take a bounce off the top of blue and lands in the front. This is what it looks like with all 3 smokes. With the new smoke dynamic, the first 2 smoke leaves a gap in the top of the middle, so you're going to have to duck when you cross. The next smoke wall I'm going to show you involves 3 smokes. This is the FaZe Clan mid-round L smokes. As you can see, the main smoke does extend out a bit, and then it also involves a deeper version of the garage smoke. Just note that there could be a small gap between the left and right smoke as shown there. Rain throws the close main smoke. Go ahead and stay on the back fence. Make sure you're touching the blue with the shape of that heart at the corner. Aim here, then left click throw. You could walk forward and take half a step while left click throw, and that would diminish the gap between Rain and Kerrigan's smoke. Kerrigan throws the smoke that lands towards credit card. Go ahead and crouch behind the blue on this yellow line. Remain crouched. Now, do you see this little dot here that I'm putting my crosshair around? While crouched, go ahead and put your crosshair on it, then stand up and left click throw without moving your mouse. This smoke is going to land near credit card. Brokey smokes garage by go ahead and stand in the middle of this pole, puts his crosshair on this part of the marshmallow slash silo, then jump throw. Compared to the garage smoke thrown from top blue, this smoke actually lands much deeper. You also see the smoke still has the same issue where you're going to see that there is a gap towards the left that you could boost over. Here is how you smoke lockers from top yellow. You're going to want to put your crosshair to the right of this mark on the wall, then jump throw. This smoke blocks off the locker windows and anyone playing inside lockers cannot spot outside. Another way to smoke lockers is stand at the back wheel, put your crosshair here, then run 2 steps forward and jump throw. This smoke will bounce off this wall and then lands towards front lockers. Smoke lockers from roof, go ahead and stand in the middle where this hole is. Then you see this line on top of the roof. Well, you're going to want to pull the pin and your middle finger on the left hand, cover up that line. Once it's covered, go ahead and left click throw. I had to find this lineup because previously in CSGO, any smokes thrown from there would actually bounce off the sky roof and then falls down. However, with CS2, there is no sky roof. Locker nade set from top roof. You're going to want to stand on top of the silo with this line here. Stand up. For a locker smoke, you're going to aim at this line, then right and left click jump throw. Afterwards, for the AC/Heaven Molotov, you're going to aim at this part of the yellow door, then jump throw. Then you can follow it up with this flash shown here. Pair this utility set with a main smoke as well as other utility for a good outside take that I'm about to show now. Smoke main from outside, get along the fence, make sure the heart on this crate touches the blue crate. Then you're going to put your crosshair here at this wire, then run forward and left click throw. One nade set that you could pair up with the main smoke is by going up here and you're going to jump throw this Molotov for credit card or blue, then follow up with a flash that lands towards back of blue. This will flush out any CTs playing here. The molly and flash combo will really help your teammate who is top main to jump off safely. The flash covers multiple positions and is really strong if anyone is towards heaven. If the CTs are pushed up outside aggro to the left, you're going to want to throw this flash, stand at the end of the fence, aim right here, then run forward and left click throw. This will take care of this position as well as going to clear out anyone holding up close in this position as well. So use this flash to do so. If you want a Molotov off secret, stand behind this blue bin, but if you don't have a smoke up, make sure you jiggle peek garage in case anyone is holding for you. Then aim at the top right of this building, left click throw. This will help you take outside control and it's going to prevent anyone from peeking you that's holding from the bottom of these stairs. Door lurk smoke, first break the window, stand in this corner. Do you see this mark on the wall? You're going to aim at it, then jump throw. The smoke is going to take a bounce and lands in the front of the door near the vent and between Tetris. You would blow open the door with the HE, and what this smoke does is gives you cover to either come out towards the vent and lurk, or you could go down the vent, or you could even get inside the smoke and pop through with a flash. If you want to throw the door lurk smoke from inside lobby on the fly, first you're going to open the door with HE nade, followed up with a smoke off the wall. So where do you aim? There used to be an A in between the left sign and the right sign. Just aim in between these two signs, run forward and left click throw. This smoke will take a bounce off the hut and lands right in the middle, giving you full cover to come out the door safely. Now this next flash is very meta in the pro scene, so with the door lurk smoke you could have your teammate go inside the smoke, then you could throw this flash for them and they're going to pop through the smoke with the flash. In NA we call this the Renegade's flash. The flash will blind multiple positions and it's not going to blind your teammate. In lower ranked games, this is probably a flash that you probably would not be throwing or need to know. On the T side, 95% of the rounds you should be throwing an HE nade to blow open the door. The reason being is that mid-round you can come out way easier and undetected rather than opening a door, and it's so much easier to clear these two positions with the door being blown up. Also, what the door being blown up allows is to make the CTs to keep using their smokes to re-smoke the door. This gets them to use their utility, so blow up their door every time on the T side. Here's how you smoke main when doors smoked off. Stand in this corner next to this beam, put your crosshair like this, then without moving your mouse, go ahead and strafe over to where your crosshair is to the left of this doorway, run forward and left click throw. Afterwards you're going to push up and you're going to wing the Asian Molotov. This is a nade set that Magus used when he was on Astralis with the upper execute. If you want to smoke main when the door is not blown up, go ahead and crouch and go ahead and look all the way up to where you are to the right of this line. Remain crouched, put your crosshair like this, press E to open the door, then immediately left click throw. while crouched, and this is the perfect main smoke when the door is not blown up. Perfect for upper pops. When you're coming outdoor, you want to throw flashes into main. This is going to blind any CTs holding from inside main, and it's not going to blind your teammates scaling out, as well as it covers other positions as well. And then the other flash that you could throw is towards the back of Asian, which is going to blind any CTs anchoring. If you want a good flash for your teammates to drop down lower through vent at the start of the round, go ahead and get yourself stuck in this corner, aim here, then you're going to run forward until you hit this gray part on the blue and then jump throw. Make sure the windows are broken. So flash is going to come through this window and bounce off the top of the wall. This is what it looks like from any CTs trying to spot the vent drop at the start of the round. If you're rushing upper, you want to throw this flash where you get alongside the fence, go ahead and position with the middle of the door, put your crosshair here at this part of the wall, then run forward and jump throw. The flash will take a bounce off the top of the ceiling into the upper site, and it will blind multiple positions. So if a CT is holding here watching for the hut push out, you're going to get flashed. Also good for anyone from heaven, as well as anyone back site is going to get super blind. The most common nade set to execute upper, go ahead and stand next to the silo, aim here, then jump throw. This will Molotov back site, followed up with a flash with the same position and line up jump throw. Look at the cover of this Molotov, covers the whole back site. This flash is super good, it covers multiple positions, but here I'm just showing it from heaven. Mustang Molotov and sight flash, go ahead and get on this unit. You see the screw, crouch on it, then stand up. You're going to put your crosshair like this, then jump throw. Afterwards, for the sight flash, aim a little bit higher than here, then jump throw. So you're going to see the Molotov actually covers a huge part of Mustang, even covers that left corner where CTs often play. And then this flash followed up is really good for anyone rafters as well as towards heaven. You could also Molotov back sight from this top silo. Go ahead and position like this, then stand up, aim here, and left click throw. I'm going to show you a combo set that you can throw from this one position with multiple nades. From the top left silo, you could also Molotov top hut. Go ahead and stand at that little position there on the crack, aim here, then run forward and left click throw. Afterwards, back up a bit and throw a flash with the same lineup. Put these two Molotovs and flash together, and this is what it's gonna look like. Just have your teammate drop you a Molotov. So here we go, backside Molotov, then we're gonna follow it up with the top hut Molotov, and then we're gonna follow it up with the sight flash. This is a nade set that is used by Kerrigan as well as Major.
In CS2, Molotovs need to pop lower for them to land, so the old top up Molotovs don't really work. You need to jump throw now. So the two that I can throw right here is the more consistent of the two. You're gonna aim in this general area right here, run forward, and jump throw. So pop down there, and a cover from the door to this edge. The other one you can throw that is less consistent, you're going to line up with this dot right here. You're going to aim down from the corner of the window to this blue area right here, and you're going to run forward and jump throw. Covers the door, covers this edge.
Fast top hut Molotov. When you climb the ladder, put your crosshair around here, then run forward and jump throw. You could use this Molotov in a number of ways. First off, it's going to take care of any CTs playing this pesky position to allow you to go down vent safely, as well as execute right after. Here's how you smoke heaven. Get on top of the silo, crouch onto this line. You don't have to break the windows. Make sure the windows are not broken. You're going to aim here while crouched still, then jump throw. This smoke will break into the windows and automatically lands down into its heaven, which lands perfectly and blooms perfectly as well, covering the whole heaven. If you want to take ramp and you're smoked off, you're going ahead and stand here, and you're going to put your crosshair where between the D and 1 without moving your mouse. You're going to go ahead and move and strafe all the way over here towards the front of the chair. Once you get stuck, go ahead and crouch, then left click throw. Now this flash is going to take care of a couple of positions, mainly anyone playing this part of ramp, as well as anyone holding from the hell side. If you're not smoked off and you know that there's not an opper on the opposite side, then you can go ahead and throw this flash where you stand behind this wall, aim at the light, then left click throw. Like the other flash I just showed, this flash is going to take care of multiple positions inside ramp, this angle here, as well as the notorious opper angle held here. This Molotov, when taking ramp control, is very crucial. You're going to see that it Molotovs off the whole J-Hall hell side here, preventing any oppers to spot you jumping down into ramp. It's also going to delay the rotations to help that ramp player. When you're heading down lower and you want a Molotov off dark, stand next to this wall, aim at the extinguisher, then left click throw. This can also be used as a retake Molotov for CTs. When you're going down lower from ramp, you're going to want to smoke off decon, so you're going to stand behind this wall, aim here at this railing, then left click throw. This smoke will block off the door, so any CTs that rotate through the back of vents who try to peek out this door cannot. Just note here that the smoke does come out a bit due to volumetric effects, but you should still be able to spot them if they do so, as there's a gap right there. However, most oftentimes pros will actually just try to wing the smoke like this and just throw it on the fly. I've seen Monacy smoke decon like this. He jiggle peeks to see if anyone's inside the doorway. If the door is open, then he goes ahead and safely throws it. If you want to smoke a double doors for the control side, aim at this part of the silo, then run forward and left click throw. If you don't have a Molotov, this will help take care of that doorway in order for you to safely plant. You can also do it from the right doorway. You just have to be careful if the doorway is open and any oppers are holding you. Just note that if you do have this smoked off and you don't have decon smoked off, you're going to want to plant like this. There's no set lineup for the window control side, you just wing it. And then how do you use these smokes? So teams, if you don't want to take the control side, will actually throw these 3 smokes or 2 of the 3 and then plant. These smokes will give full cover to do so. When you're taking the lower site, you want to break these windows and throw this Molotov off this wall. This is going to block off anybody that the CTs are rotating in for the control side, double door side, so when you're planting, the CTs cannot peek you. When you're pushing down lower from Secret, before you go ahead and advance any further, you want to throw this Molotov off the wall. This is going to take care of anyone holding from stairs, especially for oppers. Oppers like to hold this angle, it's very strong for them, so this will take care of it. Ramp nades from the control window side, break open the windows. Do you see this pipe here? First you're going to run forward and left click throw the smoke, then you wing the Molotov for the left doorway, then you throw a flash off the middle of this ramp wall. This will allow you safe passage to come out into lower. If you have extra Molotov, have somebody throw it for dark, which you could easily just throw it off this wall. When you're doing this lower take, have someone hold the window side when you're breaking open the windows, because when CTs hear that, they know the nades are coming, so they might swing and peek you. If you want to get into sight safely from decon, go ahead and duck, aim here, then stand up and left click throw, have your teammate open the door for you. The smoke will land towards the side of the site, giving you full cover to cross safely into site to plant, and then you would also, if you like, have your teammates go through the smoke to scale up as they get cover from the smoke in order to take a ramp here. One of the most important smokes for the outside or main player to throw at the start of the round is to throw this glaive smoke that bounces off the small box where you throw it on the fly. It gives you multiple purposes to use, as you can get up to the glaive position and hold behind the smoke to watch the silo, or you could actually push up around it and get close here and play aggressively. The smoke will allow you to even cross the T-red to play behind it or to the side of it, and it also allows you to cross the secret very fast where you hold it to the side like this. And also oppers like to use this smoke to go ahead and hold this peak towards the right side, as well as to cross behind and hold behind T-red like this. A very crucial Molotov as the outside player is this anti-rush outside Molotov that's going to land all the way over here, preventing the T's from rushing unless they want to go ahead and go through the Molotov or smoke out the Molotov. Otherwise, they're going to have to wait. So you're on the back wall, and then do you see this line here? Put your crosser on the line, move over towards the left, and then when you get off the wall, run forward and left click throw. ZywOo and Simpa throw their outside Molotov differently, so they're going to be aiming at the bottom of the shadow. When they get towards the ledge, they'll walk one step forward and then jump throw. We can actually use this Molotov to go aggressive. So this is a Vitality CT setup where ZywOo throws a Molotov, then he sets up to throw this outside flash. While he's doing this, Apex is pushed up behind blue, so when the Molotov ends, he's going to jump throw this flash here, and it's going to blind anyone holding outside and you'll see Apex. In the meantime, he's hiding behind this blue, waits for the molly to end, then the flash comes in afterwards, and he's able to jump on top of the bin, and it's going to blind any T's waiting for the molly to end, and that's when Apex gets a free frag. The top garage one-way smoke still works in CS2. Get along this wall, aim at this line, then jump throw. The smoke is going to bounce off the wall and get stuck on the top garage beam. Then you're going to jump up on top of garage and play behind the smoke. The smoke will give you cover to hold top silo as well as outside. The most important Molotov you could throw on the upper side at the beginning of the round from CTs is the door Molotov. So when you come up the ladder, you want to aim above the sign, then run forward and left click throw as you're jumping on top of the silo. So here's how it's going to look. As I'm going up the ladder, I go ahead and left click throw as I'm moving forward above that sign. You want the Molotov to go inside the doorway to stop any T's from peeking. You want to pair it up with this nade when you're on top of the silo. You're going to aim at the top right of that sign, run forward and left click throw. This is in a continuous motion when you're jumping on top hut. This nade is going to be super meta. As you see, it's going to disperse the door lurk smoke thrown from the T's. You're going to want to throw this in conjunction with the door Molotov, and you're going to see if you have a teammate towards heaven at the start of the round, they can spot the vent drop. Let's see this anti-rush nade set thrown together in real time. Here is the Molotov for the door, followed up with the nade as I jump on top hut. You can replace that Molotov with the smoke if you like, and then sometimes I see pros throwing a nade for the hut instead of the door. But seeing how effective the nade is against the door lurk smoke, it's going to be used way more often for door. If you don't want to jump on top hut, you could throw the same door Molotov anti-rush as well as followed up with the underhand flash. Be careful peeking it, usually the T's do throw a lurk smoke here. The most common way to smoke door from the pro scene when it is open is you're staying in the back and you're going to jump throw aiming at that corner. However, this smoke is no longer good due to the volumetric effects. You're going to see the smoke expands all the way out where the T's can actually come out towards the vent side. So this is not a good smoke. I'm going to show you two ways to re-smoke door without that gap. The first one here, stand next to the silo. You're going to aim as shown here, then left click throw. The smoke is going to land inside the doorway, which is what you want, and due to volumetric effects, it only extends out a bit. This is how you smoke door from heaven. Stand at this wall, aim at the bottom of the vent, then jump throw. What makes this smoke really good is that it lands really deep inside the doorway, so the smoke does not extend out, which the T's will not be able to lurk out. Fake hut Molotov, go ahead and stand next to this wall, aim here, then left click throw. The Molotov will land behind the door and it makes it sound like hut is Molotov off, and it doesn't extend out where you push in and won't take any damage. Offers can set up like this, or a rifler can push up into lobby, and then if he doesn't see anybody, go up the ladder and you can flank roof. ENCE is known for this play here. Lobby flash, stand in this corner, put your crosshair on this part of the E without moving your mouse, strafe over till you reach the front of the vent, then left click throw. This flash will set up your teammates for success peeking from hut as well as trophy. I got this flash from Nico and I'm going to show you a smoke that he pairs it up with. So again, here is the lineup for the flash. Make sure door is smoked off when you do this, you don't want to be exposed. So after you throw the flash, I'm not going to throw it, but you just move your crosshair a little bit to the right and then left click throw for the smoke, which is going to block off the lobby entrance for the T's. Let's see this nade set used together. All right, let's go ahead and line up that flash. Doors smoked off, we're good to go. Teammates are pushed up. Throw the flash twice and then move your crosshair a little bit to the right for the smoke. You are going to get flash when you throw this. Let's go ahead and look at some trophy utility from the ramp player. So at the start of the round, you're going to be throwing this smoke off the white wall. It's going to bounce forward into trophy. And one thing to note is that look how much it extends out. Very, very far, blocking off some of the trophy. So you're going to see plays like this where the CTs will actually push through into trophy to take control of it. The same lineup and how you throw it is also going to work with a Molotov. So if you want, you can throw a Molotov instead of a smoke as well. If you want to flash your teammates into trophy, go ahead and throw this flash where you crouch like this, then stand up, aim at the bottom right of this white thing, then jump throw. This push will work with or without the trophy smoke being up. Next up, we are going to learn some retake nades for the upper sight. The bucket retake smoke for heaven does not work no more, so let's learn the new way.
To throw the phase heaven retake smoke, come up the ladder until this red part of the ladder lines up the vent here in the background. You then line up with this area right here next to this white line right there. And you just normal throw your smoke.
The smoke takes a bounce off the vent and is going to land inside the railing below heaven. It's going to allow you to safely come out to the upper site from heaven. Raps from his stream is going to show us how to throw the heaven retake smoke. But first off, he is going to throw it just to make sure he still has it down. And then afterwards, he's going to explain how he throws it.
There you go. I mean, it's but in phase we always did this. We just lay out the ladder and then throw it like somewhere here, and it just gets stuck in there.
Upper retake flash, go ahead and stand at this line. Put your crosshair here on the top right of the yellow door, then jump throw. This flash will cover multiple positions, and this is used from Crimbo from Big Clan. So you guys know this is a very good retake flash. If you want to smoke off hut, go ahead and stand in this corner when you're inside heaven. Put your crosshair on the light here, then left click throw. The smoke will take a bounce off the wall and it will take a land inside the hut. For the door retake smoke, go ahead and stand in this corner. Put your crosshair here at this part of the yellow, then left click throw. The smoke will land in front of the door like a T-door lurk smoke, covering off the vent side as well as the squeaky side, so you can safely come out through main. So any T's holding from this position will not be able to spot main. Please like the video, comment to help the YouTube algorithm as well as to support the hard work I put in this video, and make sure to subscribe and check out my other nades utility guides on the other maps. Till next time, Nart out here, peace.